Hey, so I was doing some videos for my team because we managed to make it into the final. I had a really horrible experience in Peterborough playing touch rugby, and then I had to reset a new team in London. And we managed to get into the final somehow, and it was kind of like a shock. But I realised I promised my next video online would be for Union players getting into touch rugby. So that's what this video is about. I'm going to cover 3 points very quickly that will make your experience playing touch much better. Hear me out. Point 1. It's not sevens. I know automatically you're thinking, what are you talking about? A lot of players play touch rugby as if they're playing sevens. So they're trying to run into space, trying to get the ball free into gaps, etc., etc. And all those skill sets are amazingly useful, but it's not sevens. Touch rugby is closer to contact. I know you're hearing me going, this guy's talking about, what you talking about with this? I swear to you, in touch rugby, there's more contact than in sevens. To hear me out, actually, if you think of contact as being the touching your opposition and contacting them, there's actually a lot. In touch rugby, your aim should actually be to use the contact to create the space. And I think that's quite a bit of it can be a bit of a mind blow for some people, but it makes a difference. Because of that, big lads that play contact are actually usually better at touch than some of their backs. And I often find that it takes them a while to get adjusted, but that's my point 1. It's not sevens, it's contact. 2, attack off the 9, not off the 10. This, if there's anything you get from this video, this is it. This one thing will improve your ability to score tries, and you don't need to be structured, you don't need to learn all the boring touch stuff, but the concept is important to grasp. Attack off the 9, not off the 10. I'm going to show you how with my little helpers here. So let's say I've got the ball, I run up and I take the ball into touch, into contact. 9 comes. What normally happens is you lot come up and you pass the ball to your 10, and then you try and run a move. Maybe you do hands, maybe you do a wrap. Really cute. Problem is once you've made this touch, the defence has gone back on side and they're set. Touch rugby is a fast ball. We ain't got time for that. By the time you get here, you must run your move off the 9. So if the ball comes from the ball taken in, 9 there, now you run your wrap. Pass is made, pass again, and you wraps. The difference, the defence who I identified here and here haven't had the opportunity to go back on side, which means you can score. More importantly, that means you can use your union moves that you train on a Saturday every week on a touch pitch. The only difference is forget about the 10. Focus on the 9. Run your attacking lines must come off the 9. You've been trained to have your attacking lines come off the 10, and because you have trained to do that for so long, it's hard to snap out of. Point 3. Learn the basics of the sport, you lazy bastards. So many people come, they don't know how to do a 3-man drive, they don't know how to drag, they don't know how to win the rock, they don't know how to touch properly. Like, learn the basics. It's not hard. There's loads of YouTube videos. If you get point 1, it's not exactly 7, it's a bit different. Point 2, I attack off the 9, not the 10. Point 3, I learn how to do a 3-man drive, maybe. You'll enjoy this sport so much. And I've done this video because I have such a passion for touch rugby, and it's such a fun sport from all ages. And I hope that this video helps you at least get into the sport. And kind of, if you've been playing, I mean, a lot of teams that play and they get beaten and then they're like, oh, well, it's just for fun, or, well, it doesn't matter. It's actually, or I don't want to play anymore, I'm just not taking it serious. You can have so much fun. Remember, there's so many places in London that you can play touch rugby as well, just for socially and for fun too. But in the leagues, you're going to have a bit more competition. Remember these 3 points. I promise you, you're going to enjoy this sport so much more.